My name is Adam Fries, and I'm going to be teaching the lesson How to Attack the Goal in the basketball unit. This is going to be a 30-minute lesson, and before getting started, I'm going to ask the students two questions. One being, does anyone know the two best ways to attack the goal, with the answers being dribbling to the basket and cutting to the basket? And then another question I'm going to ask is, does anyone know the best way to make a layup? And that answer would be with your outside hand. This lesson, I'm going to kind of focus on cutting and ball handling. And then there's going to be plenty of demonstrations, so let's jump right into it.
Our first practice task will be cutting and passing. We'll have one line that'll be the passer and one that'll be the cutter, and they're going to finish a layup. I'm going to demonstrate it right here. This will be the passing line, and this will be the cutting line. They're going to demonstrate it right now. Then they're going to switch lines. And they'll keep doing that for the whole time period. Practice task 2 will be ball handling. There's going to be 3 different moves I'll show them: a crossover between the legs and then behind the back, and they're going to continuously do that for the whole time period. The first move will be a crossover in front. He then passes to the next person in line, and he goes. The next move will be a between the legs dribble. And the final one will be a behind the back dribble. Game number 1 will be one-on-one versus each other, where the offensive player tries to use the dribble moves they just learned to score on the defensive player. The offensive player will try to score using the dribble moves, and then the defense will become offense. They'll continue to do this for the whole time period.
And then our last game, game number 2, which I couldn't really demonstrate, is just going to be a 5-on-5 little mini scrimmage with subs coming in every couple of minutes. So for this game, it's kind of just focused on the dribbling moves and mostly that cutting drill that we did to get open and attack the goal and be able to finish layups. So they'll do this for the whole time period. They're going to have one team will wear pennies and one won't. It'll be a half-court game, so it won't be all the way. It gets a little sloppy when it's full court. So it'll just be a half-court game. And then once that's done, for my closure, I'll collect all the equipment and stuff, and then I'll bring everyone in and ask them those questions that I asked originally. One being, what are the 2 main ways to attack the goal? And hopefully they can answer cutting to the basket and dribbling. And then I'll ask what is the best way to make a layup, and hopefully they'd answer with their outside hand.